This is your digital first news network, TOS Television. I am Merciful Ajinomo, and you're watching TOS News Update. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has urged the police force to work very hard to restore trust and confidence in them from the masses. According to the Vice President, these can only be done by removing all excess abuse and some nonchalant attitude displayed by some parts of the police force. Professor Osinbajo disclosed these at the State House in Abuja during the decoration ceremony of the new Acting Inspector General of Police, Usman Alaki Baba. The Vice President further encouraged the need for community policing in securing and protecting the lives of Nigerians, as the policing task is a work combination between the local communities and the officers who are members of the community to ensure the safety of members of the community. Newly appointed Emir of Kagara by Governor Abubakar Sani Bello of Niger State receives felicitation and commendation from President Muhammadu Buhari in his new position as the Emir. The President urged the new Emir to use his past experience in the State Revenue Board as a means of serving his people and bringing growth and development to his domain. The President further urged the Emir to protect the lives and property of the people in the rising case of insecurity in the country. The President finally wished the Emir a smooth running of his office and prayed that his tenure and regime will bring security, peace and development to Kagara. And the Nigerian Navy is set to acquire and get various platforms to tackle the increasing rate of insecurity issues along the Gulf of Guinea economic zones of the country. This was revealed in a statement issued on Monday by the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awal Zubairu Gambo, during his visit to naval formations under the Eastern Naval Command in Calabar and its environment. According to Admiral Gambo, the purchase of new said the acquisition of new stages is only an extra effort to reduce the criminal act within the nation's maritime domain. Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai on Wednesday, while receiving 5 of the 39 students abducted by bandits from the Federal College of Forestry Mechanization, Afaka, in the Igabu local government area on March 11, has said that the state government is working hard to ensure the release of the abducted students. The students who were rescued by troops on Monday were reunited with their parents after undergoing treatment from a military hospital. Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Ariwan, who represented El-Rufai, assured that the remaining students and others still in captivity will be rescued in no distant time. The federal government Tuesday received 100,000 doses of the COVID Shield coronavirus vaccine promised by the Indian government. The COVID Shield vaccine, which is also AstraZeneca vaccine produced by Serum Institute of India and certified safe and effective by the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, has a 63% effectiveness rating against the virus. According to the Chairman Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Boss Mustafa, the vaccines represent the first tranche of about 16 million doses allocated to Nigeria through the COVAX facility, aimed at vaccinating an initial 20% of the population. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television, and you are watching News Update. More news from across Africa and the international scene. Do stay. Thanks for staying. According to medics in its Sudan West Darfur region, over 87 people have been killed in unsafe 5 days of inter-ethnic clashes and leaving close to 200 injured. Report from one of the doctors in the city of El Genia says the situation is disastrous with no electricity at the hospital treating victims of the fighting. According to him, medical workers have also been attacked. The ethnic clash involves members of the Masalit community and Arab groups. Over 25,000 people attended a rally for Djibouti's President Omar Guelleh on Wednesday. With a population of less than 1 million people, the tiny country is set for her presidential election on Friday. Guelleh, who is set to run for president again after being in power for 22 years. The president's main opposition is a businessman who imports cleaning product Zakaria Ismail Farah, is prohibiting the vote. And talking Russia, the Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov met with the Pakistani minister in Islamabad on Wednesday for discussions on a peace process for Afghanistan, where both countries have long been engaged. In over 9 years, the visit was the first of its kind, coming at a crucial time for Afghanistan, with peace talks making no progress and a deadline for the United States to withdraw its assistance. The two ministers also discussed economic relations, energy and counter-terrorism cooperation, and progress on the major gas pipeline project. South Korea's governing Democratic Party has suffered an overthrow in mayoral elections in the country's two biggest cities, Seoul and Busan. Aspirants from the opposition People Power Party won both cities by big margins. Both former mayors from President Moon's Democratic Party were accused of sexual misconduct while in office. The vote is seen as an important barometer of public opinion ahead of a presidential election next year. And talking business, the Nigerian Breweries PLC has announced a profit payout of 7.5 billion naira for 2020, a 53.35% decrease from 16.1 billion naira in 2019. At a media briefing held on Wednesday in Lagos, the brewing company noted that it had earmarked the entire net profit of 7.5 billion naira recorded in 2020 for cash out to shareholders as cash dividend. Owaboy Igbeako, the company secretary and legal director, said the company would pay a final dividend of 5.5 billion naira in addition to an interim dividend of 1.9 billion naira earlier paid during the business year. This is your digital first Pan-African News Network, TOS Television, and you're still watching TOS News Update. More stories when we return. Just stay. You're welcome back. Now to news on the entertainment scene. Actor Paul Ritter, who played Dad Martin Goodman in the popular Channel 4 comedy Friday Night Dinner, has died after a brain tumor at the age of 54. He also starred in Sky drama Chernobyl, played Edward Walpole in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and was in James Bond film Quantum of Solace. His other TV credits included Vera, Belgravia, Cold Fate and No Offense. Friday Night Dinner creator Robert Popper said he was a deeply clever, funny, intelligent and kind man. All-time leading South Africa's goal scorer Benny McCarthy has admitted he would consider being the next Bafana Bafana coach. The post is currently vacant following the removal of Molefi Nseki after South Africa failed to qualify for next year's African Cup of Nations finals. McCarthy is currently in charge of Premier Soccer League side Amazulu, his second coaching job in South Africa after beginning at Cape Town City. And still on sports, FIFA has banned Chad from global football until further notice over government interference in the running of the country's football federation. The move comes after the Minister of Youth and Sport devolved the Federation of Chad Football Associations in March after the announcement by the Chadian government. The Confederation of African Football disqualified the national team for last month's final 2 rounds of qualifying for the African Cup of Nations. And that is TOS News Update on your digital first Pan-African News Network. For more updates, visit our website www.tostvnetwork.com. Follow and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Remember to subscribe on YouTube. Stay with us and enjoy more programs. I am Merciful Ajinomo. Thank you for watching.